Hello warriors, I am Monica and welcome to the channel. How are you? And hope you are doing good. And as badly as I want you guys to do good, I know for a fact that people in Tripura had a tough week. And the reason for it is what we are going to discuss today, Tripura floods. So you can see the pictures on the screen. These are the pictures of rescue operations that has been going on. The reason why I posted pictures of rescue operation and not people in distress is because I wanted you guys to be hopeful and I want you guys to have hope always. So let's begin our session. In this session, we'll discuss on reasons and impact of flood. Reason is pretty straightforward. There were heavy rains in Tripura and that's why it happened. There is one more dimension I needed to discuss, that is of climate change. Is the rainfall in Tripura a result of climate change that we are witnessing at the moment? Then we'll discuss impact of flood. Apart from the death tolls and rescue operation, what else has been impacted? Then we'll discuss India-Bangladesh dimension of this flood, because not only Tripura but the adjoining eastern areas of Bangladesh has been impacted with this flood. So we'll discuss that. There is one dam in question, and if you know about it, do let me know in the comment section right at the moment, because we'll be discussing the dam in question also. Then we'll discuss what are the rescue and relief measures which has been taken. Then centers, assistance and NDRF. Center recently announced some contribution to SDRF. So we'll discuss what is SDRF and then important takeaways from the entire event. So this is what we are going to discuss. We are moving forward with actually what happened. So you can see the map here. This is Tripura. So the entire Tripura and the eastern regions of Bangladesh are witnessing flood. These regions have been witnessing flood, and the reason for it is there is low pressure region created over central Bangladesh, which caused unprecedented rainfalls in this region, leading to floods in this area. The rainfall happened is so worse that it has been the worst flood since 1983. Tripura has witnessed this is the worst flood which has been witnessed since 1983. As of now, the death toll has touched 24. This number can certainly increase in the future. Reason for this flood is heavy rainfall, as we know, but these rainfalls are considered as extreme weather events because of climate change. So this shows that our states are not prepared for climate change and we need to do something about it. Here we'll focus that states alone do not have financial capacity or expertise to deal with such impacts of climate change. So center needs to do something for it. The same has been spoken here, that the weather department considers low pressure area over central Bangladesh as the reason for this flood. So we know at the moment that Tripura and the adjoining areas have been affected, and this is what has been the news. Now we're moving forward with the impact of flood. The flood has caused damage to infrastructure, people have lost their lives. But there is one more dimension that I needed to discuss, and it is related to agriculture. So monsoon, this is Kharif season. So the crops that have been sown were paddy and jute. Paddy and jute crops have been damaged, and these are the fields of small agriculturalists. This is the point which we need to remember, because small agriculture or small farmers do not see as much profit as normally large land owning farmers does. So this is why this is an important aspect to this flood, that this flood has impacted the fields of paddy and jute, causing small agriculturalists to be in distress. So this is the impact which I wanted to discuss, in addition to the loss of lives, loss of infrastructure. As many as 65,400 people have been taken to relief camps because their homes have been impacted, they have been rendered homeless, and that is why they have shifted to relief camps. The preliminary estimates have shown that vegetables and paddy fields are impacted. Paddy and jute fields both are impacted. There is one more dimension which we need to discuss, which is anti-India protest in Bangladesh. This is one of the reasons for it is Tripura floods also. We know that Bangladesh has been in turmoil, and Tripura floods has added the more disturbance to it. So for that we need to discuss the dam in question. See, what happened was Tripura has a river called Gomti river, which can be seen here. This river flows from Tripura and it goes into Bangladesh. And this river has been flowing on critically danger levels, or in common terms, it has been overflowing, because of which the region has flood. So what Bangladesh people, some of the social media handles in Bangladesh have been telling people that there is a dam on this river called Dumbur Dam. This dam is on Gomti river or Gomti river. Let's not get confused with this Gomti river as the one in Lucknow. It is a tributary of, you guessed it right, it is a tributary of Ganga. So this Gomti river is different from the one that is in Lucknow. It is not the same. This Gomti river is in Tripura and it flows from Tripura to Bangladesh. There is a dam on this river called Dumbur Dam. This is the location of this dam. So this dam, people in Bangladesh are questioning that these dams gates have been opened, causing floods in Bangladesh. And that has what been circulated in the news. So dam in question is Dumbur Dam, and it is situated in which river? It is situated on Gomti river. This river is different from Gomti river, a tributary of Ganga. So this is what has been circulated. In the response, Ministry of External Affairs have replied that Dumbur Dam's floodgates have not been opened. It has been overflowing because of heavy rainfalls. This is what the case has been. Also, the fact to be noticed here is Dumbur is a low dam. Low dam means a dam which has less height. A dam is usually obstruction when over the river. So this Dumbur dam doesn't have very significant height, which means that it doesn't have a lot of reservoir capacity. It doesn't hold a lot of water. So opening the gates wouldn't have caused this thing. One more thing to notice here is the dam is not situated at the border as we have seen in the previous diagram. So this is Tripura, and as you can see, this dam is 120 kilometers away from Bangladesh's border. So the river travels a very long stretch, and immediate opening of gates would not have been caused this flood. One more thing to notice here is this Dumbur Dam supplies electricity to Bangladesh as well. Bangladesh gets 40 megawatts of electricity from this dam. So this Dumbur Dam has been questioned, and we need to remember this, that it is situated on which river? It is a low dam. It could be important for our prelims. So this is what Bangladesh protest was all about. There were some anti-India movements there, and there were some slogans regarding India's involvement in this thing and floods in Bangladesh. So Ministry of External Affairs have cleared this position. One more thing to note here is, apart from Gomti river, there are some more rivers between India and Bangladesh, and if we put on blame on each other, then this entire system could create havoc in our international relations. Also, such reckless statements from Bangladesh can hurt bilateral relations to the extent we may not understand or realize at the moment. So Bangladesh's people or Bangladesh political situations could cause India and Bangladesh relations to crumble. So this is what has been an element involved in Tripura floods. Let's see what are the relief and rescue operations that has been going on. We saw in the last slides that there are relief camps and people have been relocated to that thing. NDRF, Army and Air Force helicopters have been deployed. NDRF's full form is National Disaster Response Force. And Assam Rifles is also deployed, and Assam Rifles are conducting an operation named Operation Jal Rahat. So this is their operation there for rescuing people. There is one more element where center has approved rupees 40 crore in advance in its share of SDRF. This SDRF is State Disaster Response Fund. This fund receives money from center as well as state in the ratio 75:25 for normal states या फिर general states. For northeastern and Himalayan states, the fund of center increases to northeastern and Himalayan states. Center's share in SDRF increases to 90:10. So center contributes a major fund to this. NDRF on the other hand, which is National Disaster Response Fund, has been wholly contributed by center. SDRF में center gives 75% for general states, 90% for northeastern and Himalayan states. I hope this is visible on the screen. Northeastern and Himalayan states 90 and 10. So this is what is the ratio. So for Tripura, SDRF center contributes 90% of it, and 90% is released in two equal installments over the year. So center has approved the release of 40 crore in this case as an advance payment as its share from SDRF. So this has been news, and now we know that how much contribution Tripura gets from center. Moving forward, what are the important takeaways from this thing? What is the important things to note here? First, Gomti River. Gomti River is different from the river which is in Lucknow. Dumbur Dam, we know the location, and we also know the fact that it is not at the border, it is away from the border. We need to remember this because in prelims they might confuse us with this fact. Next is, we know NDRF, and the ministry responsible for NDRF is Ministry of Home Affairs, because in news it was mentioned that Amit Shah announced the contribution. So NDRF and Ministry of Home Affairs, we need to remember that NDRF comes under Ministry of Home Affairs. There is also a need of building climate resilient infrastructure and helping states in preparing against climate change, because Tripura floods are considered as one of the extreme weather events. Two more measures which every state should do, which every flood prone state should do. One is desilting rivers. Desilting means removing the deposits and sediments which river carry along. So we need to desilt the rivers. Desilting doesn't mean increasing the capacity of the river in terms of the capacity of sediments to be carried. Desilting simply means that removing the sediments so that the river can hold more water, and upscaling urban drainage systems so that lockages or wetland encroachment kind of a thing could be improved. So these are the important takeaways from this phenomena, from the floods. And with this we come to the end of the session. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked the session, do like, share, subscribe to it, and thank you.